Hi Virgo, welcome to your mid-August reading. So now to the end of the month, whenever you see this. And I want to say thank you guys for being patient with me. I know I have been MIA for a little bit. I've just been traveling, but I am settled and grounded, so I just wanted to put out a reading, even if it is for mid-month, and see what's going on with you guys. Also, quick note, I'm kind of extending the offer that I put out last month. I mean, I really only did like 3 signs last night, so last month, so I apologize if it wasn't you guys. For my $50 reading for half an hour, I also have 2 other options on my website, and I'll leave that in the link below if you want to book. It's kind of first come, first serve, so yeah. Anyways, let's get into your reading. What is the central energy for Virgo? What is the central energy for Virgo? Whoa, the Emperor. King of Kings. This can be an older gentleman. This can be you if you are an older gentleman. This can be a father figure, the Emperor. This can be a boss. This can be many people. As an energy, this is the CEO though. So if you are doing your own thing, I feel like you are going to be successful, or you are successful. Beautiful. All right, well, let's get some more cards. It's helping or hindering this Emperor for Virgo. The Moon. So the Moon, immediately as I'm looking at this, it's showing this path that's needed to be taken, or that's available. It doesn't need to be taken. It's available, and it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed to work out. It's kind of like taking a risk, and it's talking about the Moon. I mean, this is secrets, this is the unknown, this is false reflected light of the sun, right? So it's not it feels like a little bit murky energy. The Moon is also Cancer energy. It's very intuitive. It's interesting paired with the Emperor. So if some of you are actually dealing with this Emperor, it can be an Aries. I wouldn't limit it to an Aries, though. This feels like just an authority figure. I feel like there is... It's almost like a... what's the word? It's like a veil of protection or secrecy with them. Like you can't get quite a good read on them. Having a difficult read on somebody, that's what I'm feeling. Or maybe having a difficult read on a situation in regards to moving forward and being, I feel some of you are actually trying to be your own bosses, trying to figure out, how do I make my life the life that I kind of control, I'm in the driver's seat of. And it's like going through this kind of murky energy, murky feelings to kind of sort it through. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. What is in the subconscious for Virgo? What's in Virgo's subconscious? 10 of Cups. All right. That's very much in alignment, because this is the position of your higher self, of wanting to be in the driver's seat of your own life, wanting to be incredibly emotionally successful, happy home, happy life, happy family. Gosh, I'm feeling 2 strong storylines here. So this can be dealing with this older person, not knowing how to go about this, but your subconscious is saying, move forward. Move forward, take this risk. This is a yes to taking this risk. Risk on this path of the Moon. The past, the Hermit, this is your card. There's been a period of not a lot of stuff happening in regards to what you want. So it feels like, if it's been relationships, a lot of relationships have come in to show you exactly what you don't want. or there's a period of absolutely nothing happen, for you to just sit there and sit in that feeling of, what do I want, what do I need, what would bring me joy, what matters most to me, and kind of removing that film of the moon, those illusions that people project, want themselves to be seen in this way, or maybe this is something you do, and really get to the true essence of what you need, what you want, or who somebody is. What's the current energy for Virgo? The Hermit also can signify difficult times that you've been going through in the past, that have ultimately been, it will be your greatest gift. It will be your greatest gift. It will make your wishes come true. What's the current energy for Virgo? Judgment, getting what you deserve. A resurrection of the good in your life. It's like this karmic piggy bank is cashing out. Make sure you know what you want it to cash out into. This is a really good sign if you are thinking about taking a risk in something. There is protection here, I feel. There is guidance. I feel like you've gotten to the point where you are capable of stepping, especially if you're thinking about stepping into this Emperor energy. And you are also capable of deserving of this. If this is a relationship, you are deserving of this. What's in the near future? What's in the near future? Success. Good Lord, Virgo. This is, success after being out to war, metaphorically, right? It's like after a really difficult time, out to war with our thoughts or feelings, whatever it is. It doesn't actually have to be a fight. These are the fights within. And it's about wands, about what we want. This can signify, two families coming together in the future, success, marriage, being celebrated, especially in regards to your work, being celebrated. What's in the position of power for Virgo? It's because you've put in a lot of work on yourself, and a lot of work on your craft. Whoever I'm speaking to, pick your storyline. It can be both storylines. There's been a lot of work, and it's telling me you haven't seen all the fruits of your labor yet. And that's okay. It feels like that's the driving force to kind of keep moving. The wanting of more. What's in the environment for Virgo? Yeah. And it feels like, if you are taking a risk, you are going to be supported on the way. And if you are looking for a person, if you are completely single and there's nobody involved, your message here is to step into the Emperor energy, to know what you are, know what you deserve, the King of Kings, Queen of Queens, doesn't matter gender, and know that there's going to be a resurrection of good in your life, know that there's going to be success, know that the Ten of Cups energy is available to you, and you will be supported, I feel like guided in the right direction. To me, this card feels like breadcrumbs from the universe. And I want to say a side note, especially for those of you that are single, that have dealt with stuff from the past that was not like emperor level, little boys or little girls that you're dealing with. Well, maybe that's the wrong words. But people that act, immature. We're not accepting that anymore, I feel. What's in Virgo's place of power, of what they need to know? What would be most helpful for them to know? This is you, earth sign, abundant. You actually have magnetism towards abundance, like it's wanting to come to you now. Everything around you is going to grow. I mean, if this is business related, good Lord, please take a risk. Please go after your dreams. If you are looking for love, you are looking good. Nine of Pentacles, this is somebody that looks good. People are attracted to them. They've got it going on. They've got it all figured out, and they're looking for that last piece. Make sure you're able to, whoever it is, they match you. You don't want to spend your whole life begging for what you deserve. No, 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 no. You're the Emperor now. What's the outcome for Virgo? Okay. If you are dealing with somebody that is like not at your level and they are a taker, so these can be people in your energy field. Maybe it's like people you went on a date with or past relationships kind of, you know, just laying around in your outside energy. I feel like it is just like delete that number, block that, you know, Facebook, like just kind of clean house. It feels like this will create ripple effects. Like I'm not accepting less than. I'm ready to receive everything I deserve. I'm not even going to be tempted. I'm moving on. Because as you do that, especially if you're single, boom. You're showing up as the High Priestess. This is somebody, I mean, it's a very spiritual card, but to me, the spiritual path is very experiential. You don't just become spiritual, you kind of have to experience it, right? Experience the synchronicities, experience, you know, those epic moments where you feel like you're not going to be supported and you're on your last dime and it all works out, right? You're moving on to something better. And I feel like you are the one behind this driver's seat. So wherever you are steering this, whether it's into a new relationship, I feel like that's very available in your current energy. As long as you say yes to the things that match you or surpass you even. What would it be like to meet somebody that's more successful, has done more, has something to teach you, you know, that there's this exciting level of growth available? Have you met that before? A lot of you, I feel like you haven't. And it feels like you will. Please take risks. Well, obviously calculated risks. I don't even feel like that needs to be said with you guys, but please keep going with whatever needs, whatever your heart is attached to here, because there's some sort of very strong emotional fulfillment wanting to manifest, and it's showing up through your subconscious. Really beautiful. All right, please give me one last card that would be helpful for Virgo to hear. Please give me one last card that would be helpful for Virgo to hear. Interesting. I've never pulled this card, I don't think. Katiaki. Maybe I butchered that. I'm sorry. All right, so let's read it. Number 10. 10 is an ending to a new beginning. You are Katiaki, guardian of the divine feminine. Your relationship with Mother Earth is sacred, empowering, and healing. You are destined to become more spiritually intimate with her, sharing in her creative potency and wisdom. Lean into her and trust in her support, even as you serve by her courageously voicing truth. She is your great ally, friend, and healer. As you dedicate yourself to her, she dedicates herself to you. Make peace and let go of past issues around being abandoned or not understood, or of feeling unsupported, as those experiences no longer color your worldview. Trust that you belong here and that your connection to the Earth Goddess will support you in all ways. You are sensitive, and rightly so. Never judge your sensitivity or feel that you are overreacting. but also allow nature to calm and soothe you so that you can be focused on accomplishing your soul mission. If you feel that you are on your own, when you would like some help, allow the Divine Mother to be your friend and guide, whilst trusting that at the right moment more allies will arrive. The Mother Earth has her own sense of timing, and you are not forgotten. You are just growing according to her wisdom and grace. Have faith in yourself and in her. Oof. It says spiritual guidance. In the Maori worldview, humans are not seen as separate from nor superior to the natural world. Instead, humans are part of nature and have a sacred role to preserve and protect the Earth Mother, her guardians, the ones who take action to defend her and safeguard her natural resources so that she and we can thrive. There is an innate instinct in the human soul to seek an emotional connection with the natural world for pleasure and healing. When this connection is denied, which is the basis for all environmental abuse, the result is great suffering. The more soul you have, the more your personal identity becomes intertwined with nature, and the greater the devastation you will feel in the face of environmental degradation. This is not only being overly sensitive, this is being awake at a soul level. Wow. I'm curious what some of your missions here are, because it feels like, I want to say, even if this isn't a current passion, especially with your outcome as the High Priestess, I feel like you guys are going through this spiritual awakening. You know, inevitably along the way, for me, and this doesn't happen with everybody, but you do see a lot of this spiritual community, like not being able to like eat animals anymore, because there becomes this increased empathy for the suffering of all things. And actually, if you look at the vibration of food, like under a microscope, fruits have the highest vegetables, and then these heavier, denser things, I don't want to say are wrong. They're absolutely not wrong. They're available for a reason. We eat them for a reason, and sometimes we need them. But I want to say right now, I don't know, this message is just coming through. Eating really high vibrational foods, because I feel like there's this shift going on for you guys from what was to where you want to be. So and maybe this comes in the form for you for like exercise, new like regimes, but I'm feeling more specifically raising vibration. I feel like there's a greater plan that a lot of you don't even see with this path that you're headed on. And I feel very strongly, we just had this Lion's Gate opening. I mean, it happens every year, but it happened a few days ago, where there's more creative potential, I feel, for you guys to be unlocked, to be channeled, to be of use to people, to help evolve. And I feel with a lot of you, sorry if this reading's getting really long, I feel with a lot of you this ability to channel things well. So maybe some of you are actors, or like I'm feeling like a channel. Maybe you're artists, maybe you're creators, maybe you are something about a creation. Anyways, I'm rambling. It's a pleasure reading for you guys, Virgo. Again, if you want a reading from me, I'll leave the link in the description box below. Otherwise, it's a pleasure. I'll be back soon. Bye, guys.